Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. So guys, today we are continuing with the Mercedes-Benz B180. Yeah, I'm going to try and get down to the bottom of this bloody parking sensor issue problem. I'm hoping that I'm going to see something on the rear bumper, you know, like a split wire, broken cable, or, you know, because it is really stiff. Those wires are really stiff, and it don't take much to sort of just snap those little wires that are in there. So I'm kind of hoping that I'm going to see it. I'm going to strip it all down so I can see every single wire all the way along the loom, and then I'll re-tape it back up once I, you know, have taken it all apart. So hopefully we can deal with this sensor things today. I said yesterday's video that if I can't, I'm going to get an auto electrician out to sort of go over the car and check it. I think that's probably going to be the best bet. But yeah, I just don't know. It's so frustrating. It is really frustrating because I do want to deal with it and I do want to sort it, but it comes to a point where it goes, enough's enough. That's it. It's happened many times on many cars where sometimes you just can't, you know, you just can't get through to it. It's not worth doing. And let's be honest, not every car has got parking sensors, but because they're there, it'll be nice. So, you know, when you're selling the car, you know, to say that the sensors work back and front, that's just what I want to do. I want to, you know, do the best I can. So anyway, that's that. I've also got to go and pick up a new project, another project, one I won yesterday. In fact, I'm picking it up this morning, first thing, bringing it back to the workshop, but I'm not going to show you guys on video, on YouTube, until a couple of days. But you will see it on my Instagram account. I will put it on there. Now, this car is incredibly crazy why this has been written off. This car should never, ever should been written off as an insurance write-off. It just shouldn't. You'll know what I'm talking about as soon as you see it. It's crazy. But, yeah, let's get into it anyway. Let's see what we sort these sensors out. Let's do this. Right, guys, let me just explain where I am at the minute. I've just come back from Copart, actually, with another new project for us to start soon. And it is unbelievable why this car was written off. It is crazy. No wonder people's insurance premiums are going through the roof if the insurance company has written this car off for this damage that I've just picked up. It is just, yeah, honestly, it's doing my nutting. I just don't know what to say about it, because it's just unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. So I have put a quick video on my Instagram account about that new project. If you go over to Instagram, follow me on there, you can see that video of the new project. And I will be showing it on YouTube on the video very soon. It'll have its own playlist, and we can get straight into doing the repairs and getting through that car, which won't take long. I'll tell you that for a fact. Anyway, back to the Mercedes and the sensors. So I have actually stripped off all the tape that goes around the wire, and I've checked from all the way across this wiring loom, all the way through. There is no wire breaks or issues with the wiring. I've checked all the way along it. So it's definitely not the wiring loom where the plugs sit. I also did a multimeter voltage check on each actual sensor, all 4 of them, and they're all coming out with different readings. I don't know why. So this is the furthest one away. So basically, it's plugged in on that side, which is this side. Okay, so it's plugged in here, comes across. First sensor, you get this reading, 727, and then the second reading, 685. Then the third, 660, and then the last one on the line, 618. So they're all different readings, which is a little bit confusing, I've got to be honest, because they shouldn't be all different readings. They should be all the same reading, because it's off. There's no power going to running through the system with the wiring loom, so there's no power going to it. There's no surging. There shouldn't be any difference, is what I'm saying, in the actual readings, because they're off. They're unplugged. You know, I'm only connecting a multimeter to it, so they should be all the same. This is doing my nutting. It's proper doing my head in, this is. So what I've done is I've plugged it back in, and I'm just going to check now to see whether or not it comes up on the actual car. We're going to put it in just that one. Hold on. Oh, let me do it. Okay, so there we go. So it's bleeping now. There. And the back. Can you see the ones at the back? The red lights. So, yeah, let's have a look. So this should be making a noise and clicking. And they are. I don't know if you can hear this. Yeah, they're definitely clicking. Every time you do it, I can hear it. I don't know if they're all supposed to be the same sound or what, but I'm definitely getting a clicking from all these sensors. Yeah, all 4 of them. All 4 of these sensors are clicking. So that indicates to me that we're getting a good signal, or we're getting. Mad, this is unbelievable. Someone did actually mention in the comments in yesterday that it could actually be the module for the sensors, which I think is that one there. It could be that's giving us a bit of a problem here. It's through there. The thing that's confusing to me is that I'm getting a bleeping noise from each sensor, which suggests that it's working. Jesus Christ. Do you know what? Let me see if I can find one. I'm going to see if I can find one of these modules, and I'll just replace that and hope for the best that that's going to solve it. If that don't solve it, then that's it. I can't really do any more with it apart from getting an auto electrician in. So, yeah, I think let me try and find that. It's not for one of trying, I'll tell you, because I am trying to get this sorted out. But I'm not used to doing these kind of sensors, wiring, sort of voltages. It's not really sort of my thing, is it? It's not. You've never really seen me do any wiring sort of issue problems, you know. It's not really what I do. So, yeah, all I can do now is I'm going to leave the bumper off. I'm going to tape up the wires, put it all back together, put it back on the bumper, leave that as it is, and then just leave the complete front, the back end as it is. Don't put anything back on. Don't put the lights in. Just leave it. Order a module, and then change that over. Or should I put the bumper on? I just don't know. Because they're working. We're getting a clicking from these. So we're getting a signal. I don't think it's this. It can't be this because there's no breaks in the wire, and the sensors are working because I can hear it clicking. All right, let's just put it all back together, and then I'll order a module. We'll change the module over, and if that don't do it, I'll get someone in. That's all we can do. I need to get this car done, and I need to get it MOT'd, and I need to get it moved along forward rather than backwards, because at the minute we're going backwards with this. So yeah, let's put it all back together and we'll go from there. Let's do this. Okay, guys, we are all back together. And as you can see, I've got the caps that Bob sent me. They do look pretty smart, actually, don't they? Finishes it off very well. So, thanks again, Bob. I know you're watching. You always do. I really appreciate all support. He reached out to me and said, look, Mark, give me your address. I'm going to send these caps out to you to finish these wheels off. And it absolutely has. It looks really good. So, thank you again. I really appreciate it. So, yeah, that's that all done. I've just checked it again. It hasn't changed. It's exactly the same. There's nothing's happening. So, yeah, I've went and ordered another parking sensor control module, which was just in there, innit? That thing there. So I've ordered one of those. And that should be with us tomorrow, next day delivery. So it should be pretty quick. I'll let you know what happens with this one. But I want to now move on. I want to move on to doing the glass. So yeah, we're going to see how this is going to go. Now, the pieces that I bought, I showed you before, they all come pre-cut. So it's just a case of, you know, rolling it out and then cutting it. You can see there's a little line. See that little line there? Look. So you just cut it to that point there, and then that's the bit that you need. So I'm going to lay it out and start cutting my pieces. The first one I want to get is the tailgate. So I'll set you up. Let's get cracking. I want to clean this glass first, and we're going to see how this goes. So let's do this. Right. Well, it's not going great. I've got to be honest. And I'm not even gonna continue persisting with this. I probably started on the hardest one, really, which was a good thing, because if I'd done the rest, you know, it would have been frustrating knowing that I can do those flat ones, but not this curved ones. And it's this curve that's given me some serious problems. It just will not go flat. Right, I'll get it in the middle good. There. As soon as you start getting to the edges and you still go over those curves, it's causing me serious problems. I've tried heating it up with a heat gun. It's just, yeah. I'm not doing it. That's it. Done. I've spoke to a guy that does tints. I just done enough of that. I spoke to a guy that I've used before in the past, and he said, yeah, basically those pre-cut ones, he said they're so thin, they're not really great. They're not really good for doing it, really, which is a shame, because, you know, it's not a lot of money wasted. I think it was like, I think it was 25 quid. 25 quid for all this film. And they do pre-cut it, but they, you know, it's I'm just struggling with it, big time struggling with it. You can see the little quarters are there as well. Look, got the little quarters there. So yeah, I don't know. I just really struggling with it. But it's just so frustrating. I might give this little quarters a try. I don't know. I don't know. No, I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it. Let him do it. He said he'll do all 5 windows, not the 2 fronts, just the 5 windows. So the tailgate, 2 of them sides and 2 of the other sides, 180 quid. And he'll tint all those 5 windows for me. I thought, do you know what? For 180 quid, and he'll have it done in 2 or 3 hours. He says so. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. I want it done because I think it will finish off the car. I think it will look nice. So I'm going to get it done, but I've had enough of it. Just so frustrating. So yeah, I don't know what to say. That is it. I'm disappointed in myself, really, that I couldn't do it. But it's a very hard job. It is a very hard job. So yeah, I can't be too hard on myself. I've gave it a go. I've tried. That's what I can say. Well, at least I've tried. So, yeah, that's it, really. That's all we can do on this car. So that's going to be the end of today's video, which was not a lot done. I've got to be honest. A lot tried, but not a lot done. But, yeah, that's it. That's what it is what it is at the end of the day. So, guys, that is it. I'm going to call it there. I've had enough. I'm going to go home. So, yeah, don't forget. Let me know what you think. I just struggled with it. I just didn't want to do any more with it, really. Just really got on my nerves. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to call it a day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow in the next one. Take care. Thanks again.